fontes de energia limpa, preservação da biodiversidade, desenvolvimento sustentável. Essas são apenas algumas das áreas em que o Brasil e a Alemanha cooperam. Essa relação deve se estreitar ainda mais. Esse é o tema de hoje do Diplomacia Entrevista, que conversa com o embaixador da Alemanha no Brasil, Wilfried Grolig.
A cooperação entre Brasil e Alemanha tomou um grande impulso nos últimos anos e promete mais. 2010 é o Ano Brasileiro-Alemão da Ciência, Tecnologia e Inovação. E o embaixador Wilfried Grolig, no cargo há pouco mais de um mês, será um dos principais atores dessa parceria. Embaixador, bem-vindo ao programa Diplomacia. Embaixador, em 2009 comemorou-se o 40º ano da cooperação científico-tecnológica entre Brasil e Alemanha. O que está programado para esse Ano Brasileiro-Alemão de Ciência, Tecnologia e Inovação?
In April, our Minister for Science and Technology, Minister Chavan, will be here in Brasilia and will open this German-Brazilian Year of Science and Technology, and hopefully even President Lula will honor with his presence this important event. Why is it so important? In Germany, we have a long tradition of scientific research. We have a lot of universities, and we have a lot of scientific resources. And here in Brazil, there are also a lot of assets with which we are eager to cooperate with. We believe in win-win situations, and when we look at the potential here in Brasilia, and when we look what we have in Germany, we think this is a typical win-win situation. In the past, the potential of this situation hasn't yet been fully developed, and this is what this German-Brazilian year will be all about. There will be a whole variety of activities aiming at intensifying the cooperation, because it's not just the very starting point of the cooperation. There has been cooperation over decades even amongst universities. I do not need to mention the industrial cooperation, which always was a give and a take, and a reason for this very strong automobile industry here in Brazil. We have strength in different areas. And Brazil is a country no longer to be called an emerging country. Brazil is a developed country in many, many areas, only to remind the aircraft industry, automobile industry, chemical production, and so on. So has Germany. And to join hands and to have a close cooperation, this is the goal. So it's not just one specific thing which will be characteristic for this German-Brazilian year, but the whole range. It's especially also meant to intensify already existing cooperation and to focus already existing cooperation. And if I may add one of the aspects is also the opening of a Center for Science and Innovation, House of Science and Innovation here in Brazil, from the German side, in order to have an address where such contacts can be intensified.
O programa mais conhecido de cooperação entre o Brasil e a Alemanha foi na área nuclear, nos anos 70, 80. Agora, como o senhor falou, estamos no começo do século XXI. Que áreas o senhor acredita que seriam de maior interesse para a cooperação científica entre o Brasil e a Alemanha? Seria, por exemplo, a área de novas fontes de energia?
In a certain way, I mean, you mentioned the 70s of the last century, and certain aspects of nuclear technology, they maybe later on, historians will say this is this was a typical technological challenge in the 20th century. I think in the 21st century, we have other kinds of challenges. And we all are aware that this globe is very, very small, and that we have to take care of the environment. On the other side, we need energy, and we need renewable resources. So how are we going to cope with that? And I think under this aspect, Brazil is a very interesting partner because you have huge resources of renewable energy. I'm not a scientist myself, I'm a lawyer, and I'm not sure whether we already have found the ultimate answers to the questions of renewable energy. However, I'm convinced that both of us, Brazil and Germany, that we are looking in the right direction. And I think it is a qualifying mark. It's characteristic for countries who will play a decisive role in the 21st century, that we have an evolved mentality of what is needed. We have to be aware of climate change, but we also have to be aware of the need of the populations. And we also have to be aware of the needs of others. It's not just Brazil and Germany sitting on that globe. There are other countries. So I think the qualifying and the